Hey everyone, DarkMistro here, and today is going to be the first of the 7 vlogs for this week. Yeah, now many people who I have known throughout the years of actually doing YouTube, I have known them outside of YouTube first, and then I got to speak to them afterwards, after a few recordings and stuff like that. Many of you may know them already from other videos that I've been with. Still, and pretty much this is gonna be a nice little sort of little bit of a change from always doing that game recordings, but I do actually have some actual recordings of another game that I did ready for people to actually see, and there's pretty much time for us. This is just a small vlog to actually just explain to some of you as well, then that I will be trying to do more content for this, for the page as well, and if anyone actually has any suggestions in what you'd like to see, then do feel free to, because it's always nice to actually do requests and such alike. And if I can do it, I will do my best to. But I will warn you now that it might be a little bit tricky with some games, because unfortunately, no way. Yeah, I have not yet reached the wealth-wise to be able to do any of games which people sort of want me to do all the time, stuff like that. And pretty much what one person did ask was though then what actually got me started on YouTube. Well, pretty much though them folks with that what started me off on YouTube was actually it was something that seemed really fun, and it still is very fun. Don't get me wrong, that one is a lot of fun. It's actually YouTube videos. So it basically gets a bit involved with the community as well. That actually happening with these days, and also as well, it's just a nice little bit of a side earner if you actually do decide to monetize videos, stuff like that. I have, and I mostly do this actually just for pretty much making people laugh and smile, stuff like that. That's what I mostly just go out for this stuff. And when it came down to it, though, then if I did somehow make an actual earning from YouTube, that'd be really good, you know. And I would just try my best to get better additions to the editing software which I use. Which someone actually asked me which program do I actually use. Well, I use Cyberlink, as it's pretty good. It's a good program. It is really, really useful, as I used to use Sony Vegas Pro for a while, and when that became really sort of, well, pretty much then first, something happened with it on the computer which I used it on, and it refused to work anymore. And when that was done, I decided to actually try something else. I decided to actually try the Windows Live Movie Maker, which actually worked as well. It did really well. It actually got my videos decent enough at the time, and after I think a few months of me using that, or maybe a few weeks, I'm unsure at the time, though then I did actually then try to actually look for another editing software to make videos seem a bit better for people, instead of it looking generic and the same and such like that. Though then I actually decided it'd be pretty fun to actually find a decent editing software to actually make my videos appeal, and to actually really bring out the better fun factor on it, and eventually Cyberlink appeared one day then in my search browser, and when I actually went on that, I actually discovered it's actually pretty decent. Saying it actually turned out to be a pretty decent editing software, and ever since I uploaded it, well, uploaded it, but downloaded it, installed it, or install to further bit, download it, install it further. Yeah, and when that was done, I actually used it a little bit. It took me, I think, a month to fully learn how to do the things that I haven't installed every single bit of it, because some of them I didn't actually need at the time. But now with the videos I'm making now, I probably might be investing in actually getting the additional parts to it, to basically really bring out some of the really fun stuff that I did, and try and bring a whole new element to the videos and such like that. And when hopefully I've done that, I should be uploading a lot more content. And which brings me to the next question I actually got asked. Actually, then that actually was. Oh, what was it now? Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, it was pretty much just then. What was the first ever videos you ever did? Now, I did have 2 YouTube pages, and they didn't actually ask me in which page they were meaning, because basically then my original page did get hacked into, sadly, a long time after. It was when I think it was in the Brazilian group I actually hacked into over 100,000 different accounts. Unfortunately, mine was in that number. Yeah, so it didn't come out pretty well for me, sadly. Yeah, and when I lost that, I did actually have a bit of a break from YouTube because of that. And after a while, I pretty much just decided that it would have been better for me to take a little break from it, because I've been doing a lot of YouTube work at the time on my old page, which I actually did do. To start out with, I actually did start it out as League of Legends, doing Baron solos on my old page, which did really well. It got an absolute ton of views, but unfortunately I wasn't that good at speaking back then. I'm still not now, but yeah. And my first several videos, I didn't actually speak in them. I didn't know how to pipe up music onto them, so I wasn't able to. So I wasn't able to monetize them properly to help me get enough to actually be able to upgrade the equipment which I had to make better audio quality and such like that. So when that ended up happening, I ended up just, so I took a few months break. I did try and get my account back in the meantime, though. I did try, but sadly, as said, when it came down to it, I just couldn't get it back up, and I had to take that break from it as well, which hopefully, fingers crossed, I could possibly actually be able to get my other page up and running after a while. And when that actually ended up happening, it was actually pretty good. I managed to actually get it up there. And on my newer page, I decided that it would be better for me to start doing the Let's Play videos instead. And I did that for a while, really well. And the first video I did was actually of Sanctified Tales of Werewolves. But yeah, pretty much it was that. And when after a while it got me quite a bit of attention, did that. let's play of it being really good and such alike. And when that ended up happening, I continued on with the Let's Play and I managed to complete it full way. That was my first complete Let's Play. Oh, I think it was updates of an actual game that wasn't sort of 2-bit. Not 2-bit, but older qualities. It wasn't 8-bit, 132-bit. It was the quality of the Doom graphics, the original Doom. And when I did that one, it got me some decent views. People really liked it. And after that, I went into doing the BioShock Infinite Let's Play, which did get me some attention and a bit of notice, but sadly, by the halfway marker, it started to drop the view count because something happened sort of off camera, stuff like that, and it ended up affecting me slightly, so I couldn't do any real work after that. So when that ended up happening, I ended up basically just focusing on some of the dual Let's Plays. I did a Orcs Must Die 2 work, then with another friend of mine who I did recordings with and such like that. And when that ended up happening, it was doing really well for itself. It actually did get a few decent views. It did get a few decent views on that one, and it was a lot of fun to actually do them recordings as well. And pretty much from there on out, I decided to do a blend between doing co-op games, solo games, and some very rare vlogs from time to time. And after doing that, and when I started to get more and more into my hobby, which I'm hopefully going to turn into a second sort of like job to help get a bit more money on the side, which is my commissioned painting, which I'm hoping to try and get some notice, fingers crossed, yeah, in 40,000 and Warhammer Fantasy. I've been focusing on that, and I do sometimes bring up some videos that I've done blogs for another site, and I turn them into vlogs for the YouTube channel to hopefully try and get some more notice on there as well, to try and hopefully help get some view recognition of the painting wise, to hopefully try and get me some decent people to actually be able to ask me to paint for them and stuff like that. But it is pretty hard going, and I'm hoping I can get that done. But for the time being though, then folks, I'm just going to be sticking around doing these videos. I've been doing the 10 Hand of Cools, Minecraft Epic Loot, which I've come to realise that doing them two games is fun, but at the same time it requires a lot of hard work. And I said all that, and I was then trying to record it at the same time. It is fun, and it actually requires a nice experience well then to actually know that people are watching it, and some of them are liking it, some of them might not be. I don't know, I'm just going on I guess on that one, stuff like that. And after that, a bit of thinking about, well then I will be doing more of them style recordings. I might be doing them in less time, but I'm unsure depending how things happen at this end. And I had some people sort of speaking to me, just wishing my eldest sort of dog good health with what happened to him. Yeah, and hopefully I can and hopefully it'll get better, and hopefully I'll be able to try and do something in a small like sort of thing ready for him, for people to watch as well. But I'm unsure yet because I've really not thought that part through. So I don't really know about that one yet. I will be trying to get more as well in the recording front. Some people do like the content which I do give. Some people do, some people don't. But it all depends on personal taste, really. Okay, so that's been the first vlog. I do apologise if this came out as random mutterings and mumblings. Yeah, I had everything I was gonna say originally in my mind, but yeah, as soon as that record button was switched on, it all left. Alright, fellas, so catch me tomorrow for the next vlog where it might be going more about talking about the let's play side of the recordings I do, and asking a few more questions. Wednesday, however, is going to be based about one particular area, which I joined a community about actually. So I'm hoping that will get some more awareness of that one actually as well. So from me, DarkMistro, thank you very much for watching. I hope I didn't bore you too much through my random speakings, and I hope everyone understood what I was saying, but I'm used to people just saying no. So from me, DarkMistro, thank you very much for watching. Do please have a very good morning, afternoon, evening, night, wherever you are. See you all later, folks. And see you all later, and have a lot of fun, y'all.